right, so the Rush 24 2.0 backpack is 37 liters. It comes in dark green, or Ranger green as they call it, black, double tap, which I think is kind of like a gray and black. Then they have kangaroo, which is your khaki/tan. And then finally they have dark navy. So the fabric of this backpack is 1000D nylon. So it's pretty strong, it's durable. I've tested it with some water on the surface, and it repels very well, in addition to protecting any water from entering the backpack. The zippers are YKK and open fairly easy. In the rear of the pack, the shoulder pads are very padded, in addition to providing you with the area to put your own waist belt system. The second thing I want to bring up here is the actual fabric of the material. This is like a dust/lint magnet. It grabs every piece of dirt possible, and I've done my very best to keep this pack clean. So I can only imagine what it would be like if you took it to the field. It gets very hairy, dirty, looking very fast. Again, it's also black, so you're gonna notice certain things really quick. All right, guys, so there you have it. The Rush 24 2.0 tactical backpack. This backpack, again, is really, really good in terms of durability, quality, the zippers, the style, everything, all of the above is great.
So we're out here testing out the 511 Rush 72. It's an excellent bag. It's a 3-day pack, obviously the name, Rush 72 Hour. And it's humongous. It has a ton of room for all your gear. The idea, of course, is a 3-day bag, so you can pack all your clothes, your food equipment, food prep, everything you need for a 3-day adventure. Now, we're just out here kind of testing it out, doing a little bit of hiking, building fires, just doing a little bit of bushcraft stuff just for fun to test it out. And it's great because I've been able to fit everything I really need in this bag. I don't think I'm really lacking anything. I've got my shelter covered, my water covered, cooking supplies, cutting, everything that I need to live out here for 3 days if I needed to. But right now we're just out here testing it out, and let's take a look at the bag. So this book bag is actually kind of unique. It's got 2 main compartments really. A larger main compartment back here, and then this front compartment with a stuff sack in the middle there. And you can actually loosen up the straps to make yourself more room to stuff maybe a jacket or something that you get easy access to in here. But as you can see, there's tons of compartments, so you can get really well, neat and organized. A lot of nice mesh lined zippered pouches, so you can kind of see what's in the bag. So that's it, guys, the Rush 72 Hour bag, and thanks for watching.
And we're gonna be looking today at the 511 Covert 18 backpack. I've had this for almost a year now and have really had a chance to EDC it for about 2 months during the summer of 2017. Really got a good feel for the pack, the pros, the cons, what it has to offer, what it doesn't. Took this with me day in, day out for about 2 months to really get that good feel for it. So I want to point out some pros that I really like about it, some things that kind of held it back from being my go-to EDC. These things may be easily overlooked for you. They may be sticking points for you that make you look elsewhere. We'll also be running in 511's newer rapid quad zip pack and just showing you some comparable options and that type of thing. So you're gonna get a lot in this video so I can help you out decide whether or not this is the right pack to carry, particularly for me, in the vein of EDC, around town, carrying all my gear plus my EDC equipment, everyday carry equipment, and getting from A to B. So let's go ahead, break this pack down and see what it has to offer. So some basic specs for you real quick. This is going to be a 30-liter pack, so that's on the larger end of your kind of EDC backpacks. You're looking at 500 denier nylon that has been water treated for some water resistance, which is great. I'm much more of the vein of give me under 1,000 for particularly around town. You know, if I'm not in the military, 500 denier nylon, 600, 700, anywhere in there is great. It's going to be a little bit lighter weight, but still give you all the toughness that those heavier deniers would offer you.
Now, taking a quick look at this 511 All Hazards Nitro, it has all the similar features that you'd see on most tactical bags. It has Velcro fields and loops for different morale patches or even Velcro-backed pouches. There's MOLLE webbing all over the bag in strategic locations, numerous clips and lashing points, heavy-duty ballistic nylon material, with large pulls and ample padding with ventilation. Now I have to be honest, this to me, when I first got my hands on it, I'm like, okay, here we go, another tactical bag. I mean, for the most part, I feel like a lot of tactical bags these days have a lot of similar features. There are companies that are trying to kind of push the limits and get some new things built into these bags, but for the most part, they're overbuilt. They have heavy materials, lots of straps, and these things definitely are not lightweight. They're made to be durable and have at least a certain level of organization in them, and this is very typical to that, but there are some features in this that I think kind of start to separate this and set it apart from other bags. And in this particular case, what's catching my attention is the overall size and shape and how this bag is laid out. So again, as I mentioned, I have not used this bag at all yet. I have yet to even put a single thing in here. So what you're gonna get from me is really just the first impressions on what I might be able to do with this and what I think is gonna fit. In this particular case, again, I'm planning on using this for a trip. So I'm really gonna be looking at how this is gonna work in that particular application. I do see other good uses for this bag. I think ultimately this might work out pretty well for an EDC.
In this video, we're going to be taking a detailed look at the 511 Tactical RUSH74 backpack. This is a 37-liter backpack, and as you can tell, it has a pretty tactical vibe going on. We've got the black version that we've been testing for going on 3 weeks around Detroit, Michigan. We've been using it mostly as an everyday carry bag, putting all of our essentials to go to and from the co-working space. However, it is big enough that you could use it for some minimal travel. Like I said, it's 37 liters, and there's quite a bit of space. So like I said, it does have a tactical look. Part of that's due to all of the pails-like webbing that you can use to really customize this bag. You can attach pouches all along the front, all along the side here. There's even some on the shoulder straps. So you can really customize and put whatever type of accessory pouches, extra bits and parts, whatever you want. We didn't opt for any of that. There's plenty of room in the bag, and there's a lot of organization. This thing has so many pockets. We're gonna try to run through all of them. We've been trying to use them all instead of just dumping our stuff into tech pouches and organizers. We're trying to use all the little individual pockets. Of course, if you do prefer tech pouches and organizers and you wanna be extra organized, then you have pockets for your pouches, which is pretty cool. Moving around to the back, let's talk about the harness system a little bit. This thing is comfortable. I gotta say, it's more comfortable than I thought it would be right from the start. It's kind of a larger bag, but I mean, there's just something about it. It carries really well. The shoulder straps are padded. They're not too crazy, but it's pretty dense foam padding in here. And the way it comes around, let me see if I can show you this. It kind of pulls, so this top part of the straps where they're attached kind of pulls around your neck and your shoulders, which keeps it close to your back. It doesn't have any load lifts or anything like that, but it does a pretty good job. As you can see, it is kind of a wide bag. It can get a little floppy if it's not full, but it does a pretty good job of staying close to your back with this harness system. Like I said, there are plenty of attachment points, and there is a pretty robust sternum strap. It is adjustable just with these little like clips. So if I can get one out and show you. So the clip is just kind of open and you just work it in the webbing. It hasn't fallen off or anything like that. We haven't really worried about it. Of course, I guess if you're in some intense situation doing a lot of activity and movement, it's possible, but it's definitely more secure than some other sternum straps we've seen out there.